Chicago Blackhawks finally end up trading Seth Jones along with a 2026 fourth-round pick, and they send them to the Panthers for a 2026 first-round pick and Spencer Knight. The Blackhawks will also retain $2.5 million of Jones' salary for the next 5 years, and also there is a condition on the first-round pick in the Seth Jones trade. It's a 2026 going to Chicago, but if Florida ends up not having that pick, then it moves to the 2027 first-round pick, which goes to the Blackhawks instead. So Chicago is getting either a 26 or a 2027 first-round pick. My initial thoughts on this, originally on paper, I was like, what are the Chicago Blackhawks doing? But I dug a little bit deeper into it before I came on here to record. And Chicago, good job. I'll give a grade out before this video is done. I love this for Chicago. I honestly love it for both teams. This screams Chicago is the clear seller, and they're the clear one of the worst teams in the league. And in Florida is the clear buyer, a clear Stanley Cup contender, one of my Stanley Cup favorites, coming not only out of the East, but just to win the entire thing as a whole. And this also feels like for Florida, Matthew Tkachuk is probably going to end up on LTIR. Not probably. He will eventually end up on LTIR because they are over the cap right now if he is not on LTIR with this trade. And also, means Ekblad is gone. He's as good as gone. And he's going to be a UFA at the end of the year. And I don't see the Panthers bringing him back after making this move. And this also does, like, going into the playoffs for the Panthers, this adds great depth. I mean, Seth Jones has had a better year in Chicago. I think it was one of his better years in Chicago since coming to Chicago a few years ago. Overall, looking at the big picture, having Ekblad with Forsling and Seth Jones, your top three defensemen, I think that's a pretty solid list, if you ask me. Overall, I think Florida did okay with this. And with Chicago, they end up getting, hopefully, their goaltender of the future in Spencer Knight, who I think is only like 24, 25 years old. Somebody can fact check me if they really want to, and I probably got that wrong, to be honest with you. But nonetheless, though, he has had a good season in Florida. I know Florida's defense is much better than Chicago's is, and Soderblom has frankly been solid for Chicago. He's held them in a lot of games, as we heard from Seth Jones, that frankly the Blackhawks would be getting killed almost every night if it wasn't for him. But nevertheless, though, Spencer Knight has a goals against average of 2.4 around in that area and a save percentage of .907, and he has a goal saved above expected of 6.0. And Bobrovsky, his counterpart in Florida, has a goal saved above expected of negative 0.5 and a worst goals against at 2.59 and a worst save percentage at .904. And I know the save percentage between the two are not far apart, but still, though, like the Blackhawks, this feels like the first step for them truly trying to retool around Connor Bedard, because they tried to add like a Hall, like a Bertuzzi. Teravainen's had a decent season. Ryan Donato has been great for the Blackhawks. And starting with the goaltender, now you have Soderblom and Spencer Knight. And now going into the offseason, you have to look at it, if you're Davidson, the Blackhawks GM, and be like, let's get some actual playmakers and actual talent around Connor Bedard up front. And then you can focus on your blue line. And I know Seth Jones was clearly your best defenseman, but this roster still has a lot of work to do. But clearly a seller in this deal, and I don't hate it for Chicago. I don't hate it for Florida. And to give both teams a grade, I both give them a B+. Neither team blew me away with what they got in the trade, but also neither team went, I didn't go like, what the fuck are you doing type of deal, as in like, why would you accept this trade? I think it helps out both teams in the long run. And 5 more years of Seth Jones on the Panthers. Ekblad, I think, is as good as gone. He's not going to end up returning to Florida. So we'll see what happens with him over the summer. But if you guys haven't already, let me know down in the comment section below. Who do you guys think won the trade, the Florida Panthers or the Chicago Blackhawks? I love to interact with all of you guys down there. And as always, new episodes every single Sunday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, available on all platforms, including here, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. If you guys want more exclusive content, head down to our description. Go check out our Instagram and all of our other socials that are linked down below. See you guys in our next episode. Thank you for watching the entire video. If you guys would like more exclusive content, make sure to follow us over on Instagram, X, and TikTok. Also, check out our new episodes, which drop every single Sunday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Available to stream on all platforms.